KLAR, Klarna Group plc General Overview and Trend. Klarna Group plc has very limited data, with only one trading day recorded on September 10. The stock opened at 52.0, reached a high of 57.2, a low of 45.21, and closed at 45.82. With only one day of data, it is difficult to establish a clear trend, but the significant intraday volatility suggests the stock may be in a price discovery phase. The substantial range of trading on its first day indicates high investor interest and uncertainty about the appropriate valuation, price, and volume. On its only recorded trading day, KLAR showed substantial volatility, with a range of 12 points from high to low. Volume was at 48756,255 shares, which indicates strong interest in the stock. The fact that the stock closed near its low for the day suggests some selling pressure as the session progressed. The high volume and wide price range are typical for a stock in its early trading days as market participants establish positions, moving averages EMA and SMA. With only one day of data, moving averages cannot be calculated. All SMA and EMA values are listed as empty in the provided data. This lack of historical data makes it challenging to establish trend indicators or momentum signals that would typically be available for more established stocks' technical indicators. Due to the limited data, technical indicators cannot be reliably calculated. The VWAP is at 49.41, which is above the closing price of 45.82, suggesting that the stock was under selling pressure throughout the day. The inability to calculate most technical indicators means that traditional analysis methods are limited, and price action and volume become the primary sources of information. Linear regression. With only one data point, a meaningful linear regression analysis cannot be performed. This statistical tool requires multiple data points to establish a trend line and calculate the slope, which is impossible with just one day of trading data. Opening price prediction for the next trading day. Given the limited data and the stock closing near its low for the day, the opening price for the next trading day is uncertain but could potentially be around 45 to 47, possibly with a gap down if selling pressure continues. The prediction is highly speculative due to the lack of historical data and the extreme volatility observed on the first trading day resistance and support analysis. With only one day of data, resistance and support levels are difficult to determine. The high of the day at 57.2 could act as near-term resistance, while the low at 45.21 could provide some support. These levels are tentative and would need to be confirmed by subsequent trading action. The lack of established support and resistance levels makes risk management challenging for traders. Intraday ATR 14 values and potential high and low values. Without sufficient data, ATR 14 cannot be calculated. However, based on the single day's volatility, the stock could potentially experience significant price swings in the next trading session. The wide range on the first day suggests that volatility will remain high as the market continues to discover the stock's fair value possible scenarios. Bullish scenario: the stock recovers from its closing low and moves higher, potentially testing the 50 to 55 range as buyers who missed the initial entry point establish positions. Neutral scenario: the stock consolidates around current levels as more participants enter the market and price discovery continues with decreasing volatility. Bearish scenario: the stock continues to decline as selling pressure persists, potentially testing lower levels as early investors take profits. Conclusion: Klarna Group plc has very limited trading data, with only one day recorded. This makes a comprehensive technical analysis challenging. The stock showed significant intraday volatility on its first recorded day, closing near its low. Investors should approach this stock with caution due to the lack of historical data and the potential for continued volatility as the market finds an appropriate valuation for the stock. More trading days are needed to establish a reliable trend and technical indicators. Until a clearer pattern emerges, this stock should be considered high risk due to the uncertainty surrounding its valuation.